Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to clear something up because I think people are getting confused. This is war. This is people actually having a war. And this is a console war. It's just basically, by the looks of it, PS4 fans going onto Xbox channels and insulting Xbox and its gamers. That's what I gathered from it. What's funny about this actually is this guy is also this guy is also half of the people in this comments. He's crazy guy that spends half his time making soccer accounts and stalking Xbox gamers. Just weird. Um, anyway, so moving on. Highlight that because people appear to be confusing the two. And it's getting pretty childish, to be honest. But let's recap. PS1 released a gen before Xbox, competing against Nintendo and Sega. Sega by this point was on its last legs, really. It's a shame because Sega was an amazing console, my preferred console of choice growing up. But it was dying out, and neither could compete with PlayStation One. PlayStation One was more powerful, upgrade on Nintendo and Sega. Thus won that generation. Xbox OG entered the following generation, jumping into the market with Microsoft's offering, obviously, to compete against PlayStation 2 and Nintendo. But OG Xbox, despite amazing exclusive selection, couldn't compete with PlayStation's lead of the mindshare. Obviously, PlayStation had already had a whole generation ahead, same as Nintendo, and so it's really hard for a new console to jump in and turn heads. Then Microsoft stepped up with the 360, dropping a year early on PS3 to try regain the mindshare, which it did, and with some great games. Overconfident and greedy Sony tried to ask $600 for their console. It wasn't until the heavy price drop and PS3 becoming the cheapest Blu-ray on the market did its sales pick up to eventually equal 360 despite having a year less on the market. The 8th generation kicked off with Xbox One and PS4. Nintendo was taking a back seat after the failed upgrade of the Wii U, after the success of the Wii, but the clear competition had already been outlined as PlayStation versus Xbox, with Nintendo being considered primary for the younger audience, and thus was considered a contender. Wasn't considered a contender, I should say. PS4 launched once more, taking the lead despite Xbox launching and having a superior AAA games lineup for 2 years. At this stage, media and fans consider power the narrative, and thus here we are in 2018 with PS4 still having doubled Xbox sales. This is considered a console war, one console outside another. Oddly, games haven't been considered overall during this war, nor gaming services or improvements, just console sales is the narrative of a winner. This is ironic because war isn't considered by who kills the most troops or suffers the heaviest loss. Victory is decided on who benefits most from an outcome. Microsoft and PlayStation are both making billions from their respective console, but who cares? Does that benefit the gamer? All gamers should ask themselves is, what benefits me? What benefits me as an Xbox gamer? It's playing the games I enjoy. If anyone that knows my channel vids, it's certainly not single player games. My preference is MMOs and multiplayers. I prefer the competition, to be honest. AI just doesn't hold my attention as much. Sure, I like going back and playing old games such as this, and games that just remind me of my youth. But you can still play them multiplayer. What also benefits me is playing those games on a console that gives me the best advantage to play these while offering cheap alternatives to play them. Bottom line, here I tell you now to save you all spending another generation watching sales, Xbox will never win a console war. Because firstly, the war narrative is a fan-made thing. It's not real, and it's just a pointless argument. It doesn't affect you whatsoever. While Sony and Xbox benefit from selling consoles, it doesn't come close to the benefit of software sales or other revenues such as memberships. Sure, you can say more console sales equal more software sold, but that is only marginal. We can see this by looking at the exclusive game sales debate. Sony actually make more money from third-party multiplayer deals. Call of Duty is one of the highest selling games on PS4, the last installment selling more than Uncharted 4 and God of War combined. So people disillusioned to thinking exclusive sell consoles, think again. MS dropped the ball this gen, that is correct, but not from lack of exclusives, but by giving up third party to Sony such as CoD and FIFA. So finally, and to conclude, as I was saying, Xbox will never win in sales because it's simply sold in less countries, far less, and that is the bottom line. As well as having limited supply in Japan, so unless Japan, which is a huge market, decide to allow Western products to compete equally with their homegrown products, which will never happen, PlayStation will always have that millions lead. So what does this mean? Absolutely nothing. As long as both companies are making tidy profit, neither will fail and both will also give you, I hope, what you're looking for. If they don't, simply buy the console that does. I hope you can all go back to gaming happier with the idea that an imaginary console war has zero effect on your gaming experience. If anything, it improves it. Thank you for watching.